The design of the new website was professional and user-friendly. The design of the new website was professional and user-friendly. I don't know your child. I don't know your child. I suspect there was a foul in the incident. I suspect there was a foul in the incident. I have a lot. I have a lot. Did you hear this song? It has a very beautiful melody. Did you hear this song? It has a very beautiful melody. Did a geologist a second ago? Did a geologist a second ago? If we had bought the tickets earlier, we wouldn't have paid this much. If we had bought the tickets earlier, we wouldn't have paid this much. How much does a bottle of wine cost? How much does a bottle of wine cost? Don't you have to grow every month? Don't you have to grow every month? He wants to try a new restaurant in the city center. He wants to try a new restaurant in the city center. What happened to you? What happened to you? The city is in motion. The city is in motion. Do you have a sister? Do you have a sister? Couldn't we have shouted at 3 a.m. earlier? Couldn't we have shouted at 3 a.m. earlier? His grandfather was a shepherd. His grandfather was a shepherd. Necessary. Necessary. His uncle was a trainer. His uncle was a trainer. Their children are astronauts. Their children are astronauts. They. He has an ace on his arm. He has an ace on his arm. We have already booked our tickets. We have already booked our tickets. Does not add. Does not add. Were his half-brothers pie players? Were his half-brothers pie players? I don't know what you are saying. I don't know what you are saying. Do I run every day? Do I run every day? When I woke up, he had already had his breakfast. When I woke up, he had already had his breakfast. I can ask. I can ask. Sustainable. Sustainable. They could send. They could send. Was his half-brother a lobbyist? Was his half-brother a lobbyist? The decision to raise taxes was met with widespread opposition. The decision to raise taxes was met with widespread opposition. Don't think right away. Don't think right away. You will be waiting for the bus at 7. You will be waiting for the bus at 7. She sang a lullaby to her baby. She sang a lullaby to her baby. Can you get me a glass of water? Can you get me a glass of water? We don't do tailoring. We don't do tailoring. He was reading a book on the sofa. He was reading a book on the sofa. If they knew the answer, they would have told us. If they knew the answer, they would have told us. I'm behind you. I'm behind you. They always wear blue uniforms. They always wear blue uniforms. After 4 months it should be taken care of. After 4 months it should be taken care of. They don't go to concerts, do they? They don't go to concerts, do they? I normally juggle. I normally juggle. If the weather is nice, we can go swimming. If the weather is nice, we can go swimming. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. Won't you notice? Won't you notice? His grandfather was a waiter. His grandfather was a waiter. Is your family still together? Is your family still together? What do you think about removing carbon? What do you think about removing carbon? Then at 3 in the morning we can get hurt. Then at 3 in the morning we can get hurt. To earn money. To earn money. Is our uncle the president? Is our uncle the president? I am thinking of starting a new blog. I am thinking of starting a new blog. Then we will not adjust. Then we will not adjust. He cleaned his room on Saturday. He cleaned his room on Saturday. It's nice to have a cup of tea in the evening. It's nice to have a cup of tea in the evening. He will present at the conference. He will present at the conference. I like hot bread. I like hot bread. Colleague manager. Colleague manager. We are promoting next year. We are promoting next year. He forgot to bring his umbrella and got wet in the rain. He forgot to bring his umbrella and got wet in the rain. Doesn't he yawn at noon? Doesn't he yawn at noon? Can it settle in from time to time? Can it settle in from time to time? There has been a lot of growth in the tech industry. There has been a lot of growth in the tech industry. Do you have a lot of money? Do you have a lot of money? My family will visit me next weekend. My family will visit me next weekend. We couldn't finish any tickets. We couldn't finish any tickets. Can you provide the necessary support? Can you provide the necessary support? We had already finished the project before the presentation. We had already finished the project before the presentation. Haven't you done your internship now? Haven't you done your internship now? Let's have a picnic in the park. Let's have a picnic in the park. A driver was sleeping in the car. A driver was sleeping in the car. I like dancing. I like dancing. I will drive to work tomorrow morning. I will drive to work tomorrow morning. Should you analyze normally? Should you analyze normally? If he got a scholarship, he would study abroad. If he got a scholarship, he would study abroad. They studied together, so they passed the exam. They studied together, so they passed the exam. I don't watch horror movies. I don't watch horror movies. I'm planning to go to a cooking class. I'm planning to go to a cooking class. We should have bought the tickets in advance. We should have bought the tickets in advance. Were his grandchildren agents? Were his grandchildren agents? It did not work for testing and failed as a result. It did not work for testing and failed as a result. Moreover, can I return it if I am not satisfied? Can I return it if I am not satisfied? They will have a family reunion. They will have a family reunion. I must not forget to buy milk on the way home. I must not forget to buy milk on the way home. I'm calling after 5 weeks. I'm calling after 5 weeks. The dog was barking at the postman. The dog was barking at the postman. John, shall we go to the canteen and have something to eat? John, shall we go to the canteen and have something to eat? He swam in the ocean on vacation. He swam in the ocean on vacation. I can't be a musician every week. I can't be a musician every week. Has it rained? Has it rained? Swimmers will spend hours swimming in the pool. Swimmers will spend hours swimming in the pool. They would not run. They would not run. The situation is beyond repair. The situation is beyond repair. 2. I am sure he will be very successful. 2. I am sure he will be very successful. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. Can you speak slower, please? I don't understand you. Can you speak slower, please? I don't understand you. She will take dance lessons in the morning. She will take dance lessons in the morning. Doesn't it diversify? Doesn't it diversify? He could speak English with an excellent accent. He could speak English with an excellent accent. She had her dress changed by a tailor. She had her dress changed by a tailor. Can't I wash it every day? Can't I wash it every day? What would you like to do? What would you like to do? I'm sending you home. I'm sending you home. He has a great sense of humor. He has a great sense of humor. They donated money to support a local charity. They donated money to support a local charity. He told a joke to his friends. He told a joke to his friends. I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. The cafe around the corner is more popular than the cafe across the street. The cafe around the corner is more popular than the cafe across the street. The company is expanding its business internationally. The company is expanding its business internationally. Could you say again, please? Could you say again, please? If you had asked me, I would have helped you. If you had asked me, I would have helped you. You are a loyal friend. You are a loyal friend. Didn't we take care of every week? Didn't we take care of every week? We shouldn't be jockeying after 2 nights. We shouldn't be jockeying after 2 nights. He may ask you for help. He may ask you for help. They don't get cold. They don't get cold. He is riding his bike in the park. He is riding his bike in the park. Need to get up in the afternoon? Need to get up in the afternoon? Despite the tight deadline, he completed the project on time. Despite the tight deadline, he completed the project on time. The City Council will vote on the proposal tomorrow. The City Council will vote on the proposal tomorrow. Would not contact. Would not contact. He concludes every day. He concludes every day. Our friends started to read the onboarding documents. Our friends started to read the onboarding documents. My brother speaks fluent Spanish. My brother speaks fluent Spanish. He should not eat too much junk food. He should not eat too much junk food. I didn't say anything to that man. I didn't say anything to that man. We will attend a conference in 2 weeks. We will attend a conference in 2 weeks. Can't they close after 2 days? Can't they close after 2 days? Also, don't forget to bring your ID when you come to the concert. Also, don't forget to bring your ID when you come to the concert. Didn't they become a secretary next year? Didn't they become a secretary next year? Couldn't they have denied it 4 weeks ago? Couldn't they have denied it 4 weeks ago? The offer usually helps the official. The offer usually helps the official. Just a second. Just a second. I have plans and goals. I have plans and goals. The legendary chef's dishes were world famous. The legendary chef's dishes were world famous. Will you be a songwriter later? Will you be a songwriter later? Can you give us advice? Can you give us advice? He was able to find a job in a short time. He was able to find a job in a short time. Shake. Shake. Was your mother a model? Was your mother a model? How do you say this thing? How do you say this thing? They want to buy a house in the countryside. They want to buy a house in the countryside. Can you give me 2 pens, please? Can you give me 2 pens, please? He did not practice driving, so he did not pass the test. He did not practice driving, so he did not pass the test. Her eyes are brown. Her eyes are brown. I ate some chocolate for dessert. I ate some chocolate for dessert. Can you give me some water, please? Can you give me some water please? Impatient, impatient.